Hi guys, it's Shelby and welcome back to the Eclectic Aficionado. Sorry it's been a little bit since I uploaded a video. Some things happened this last week. One of them includes having one of these guys. Yeah, I sprained my ankle, did some cool stuff, so I just kind of been lounging around not really doing anything. I've been working on this thing for you guys and I decided to upload this video. Sorry I've been gone, so I hope you enjoy it kind of thing. So anyway, I created my own tag, you guys, and excuse the entirely corny name, but it is the Extravafangza Tag. I don't think they saw your thumb, but that's okay. There it is. Yes. So, as the title might, foreshadow, this is kind of more towards the supernatural set, which, I mean, if you go into like the two main groups, vampires and werewolves, you can take it beyond that if you want to. I'm gonna keep it pretty close to those two guys, but I mean, if you want to throw in some other things, feel free. So let's get started. Yeah. So number one, Bloodbank. Favorite / best book or series in the supernatural setting. So for this, I chose Nita Blake because you just can't go wrong. Just everything about that series, just... If I could live in any supernatural, like, book setting by an author, like the world they created, I would live in that one. Number two, Fang-Banger, most mainstream book or series. And for this, I'm sure a lot of you will agree with me, I went with Twilight, because everyone knows what Twilight is, and... yeah. Number three, failed Fledgling, the worst book or series. So for this, I know Allie's talked about it, and I might have maybe once. At least if not in my videos and in hers. Mister! Mister. Yeah. He's up on the things, doing the things. Just hold on a second. Okay. Well, I'm back, guys. I'm back. Okay, where was I? So, number three, failed Fledgling. The worst book or series. So for this one, I went with the House of Night series by PC Cast, and it will end Kristen Cast? The book had promise. It was a really cool take on things. I mean, you had like the fledglingness and the school, and just it looked really promising. And as you're reading it, you're like, oh, this is okay. This is pretty cool. And then by like the fourth book, you're just beating your head against the book. Like me and Allie bought like several books further than we were actually finished reading, and I don't think we've touched them. Like, I know I haven't finished reading the series. I had to put it down because it was just so dumb to me. And lo and behold, it's still going strong. There are more books after where we stopped buying. Why? I don't know, because I don't think it should keep going, but that's just my opinion. Number four, Lineage, most interesting take on the vampire werewolf persuasion story thing. For this one, I went with Soulless by Gail Carriger, because honestly, steampunk, late 18th century, she's adding a whole new concept to the supernatural realm with the preternaturals. Can't say that. It's just so cool. It's so original and it's so interesting, and it deserves for all of you to read it. Number five, Bloodbath, the book series with the most action. And for this, I went, well, there are books. There's graphic novels, books, and movies. And I went with Vampire Hunter D. There's just so many amazing things about that. The writing, the characters, the story, the artwork. But yeah, there's a lot of action there. He goes cray-cray. Number six, Bloodlust, steamiest scenes from a book series. And with this, you can pull any Anita Blake book off the shelf and pretty much flip open to a page, and more often than not, there will probably be a love scene going on. And they're always steamy, and they're always hot, and just... Good work, Laurel K. Hamilton. You introduced Allie and I to things of the carnal nature and prepared us for life. Yeah. Number seven, Thirstquencher, most satisfying ending. For this, and I know a couple of you who follow me are gonna agree, but I went with Vampire Academy, because who doesn't love the end of that series if you finished it? Just, I mean, it was a little bit like, oh, you would make it end like that, like, in that good way, but I don't even care. It deserved to end like that. It was good. I put as I was reading the last chapter, I kept putting it on my chest and just, yes! Yes! And I was just so happy with the ending of that series. It's good. It's good things. Allie's still working on that series. She'll finish that pretty soon. I hope. Okay. Number 8, Sundown. Most believable creatures. And we have to kick it back old school. Anne Rice. Who doesn't love a good Anne Rice story? All of her characters, they're just, I mean, if we really boil it down, she has a good middle ground between like the Bram Stoker kind of weirdness and like the fluffy bullshit of Twilight. And it just all seems so real. Like the way that they act and the way that they are and their physiology, just everything, just if it were real, that's what I think it'd probably be like. Number 9, Feeding Frenzy. Best or most interesting creature, culture, or dynamic. And for this, I went with Underworld. Just, you know, Underworld. Do I really need to say anything else? Number 10, Master. Sexiest character. So, I don't know if any of you guys have seen it, but okay, little weird, just his voice. His voice is what does it to me. But, Alucard from the Hellsing series, I mean, if you were a real person and you had that voice, tall, dark, sexy vampire man, but that voice. If you haven't, you should at least look up a video where he is talking and the actor who does his voice. Yes. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh my gosh, you guys. Lestat. Lestat from Queen of the Damned. So the movie version, not the book, but the guy who played, I can't remember his name, but the guy who plays Lestat. Can we just talk about that scene real quick where they're in the bathtub with all the rose petals and you just see Leia's hand come up out of the water and creep up his chest, because that, he is bae. He is vampire bae. He is a sexy, sexy vampire man. Yes. Number 11, Old Blood. Best powers, abilities given to the creatures. For this, I went with the Southern Vampire series. So, you know, Sookie Stackhouse, Charlene Harris, Wilma, these guys, yeah. Because as the vampires develop, when they first start out, they're crazed, they need their master a lot of times. They're children. They're vampire children, and they very much act like it. But as they get older, they all develop their own distinct and individual powers, and they come into it. So not every vampire has the same thing. Everyone kind of gets their own cool thing as they get older. All right, and then last but not least, number 12, the choice. Would you take the bite of night or a fur? So for this, obviously, if you know, anyone that knows me knows I love vampires, so I would definitely be a vampire. Nothing against werewolf people, but it just, I have a romanticized view of vampires, so that's what I would want to be. So, pretty much, if you watch this, this is open call. If you want to do the tag, do it. I mean, I'll tag some peeps down below specifically, but anyone who sees this, followers, not followers, random perusers, just do it. If you liked it, please do it, and tell me what you guys thought about it, about my original tag, Extravafangza. Yeah, so please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys shortly with another video. Thanks for watching. So I have 15 minutes. Yes. We can see the alley going into her secondary natural habitat. Yes, that was beautiful. Oh, okay, let's put this back where it was. Yeah. Yes. Oh, you're fine. I'm just working myself up to it, okay? Okay.